Well, hello everybody. This is Don Moore. You've reached the Don Moore channel. It's a beautiful day here. I thought I'd take a few minutes. I was trying to kill a few minutes before I had to go back home, but I want to talk about a subject on my channel. I talk about different subjects. Sometimes I may be talking about a 500-year-old tree, or I may be talking about something that's a little on the paranormal side. But I just did some research for an article that has 4 different encounters. And I was doing some research for an article for my good friend, my brother, my family member, Donnie Miller. You all know him. I try to do some article content and some research for him. He's gracious enough to read them eventually on his show. But I was researching Pukwudgies, and I like saying the word Pukwudgie, but these things are not nice little critters. They're not good, and they can be not bad, but if you don't ever have to run across them, it's probably a good thing. I did an article with 4 encounters, and probably the most revealing encounter was the one from Anderson, Indiana. If you're wondering where Anderson, Indiana is at, that's northeast of Indianapolis, a little distance. It's up there. And there's Mounds State Park, and they have different Indian mounds there. They have small ones, and then they have a big one called the Great Mound. And it's the Great Mound at Mound State Park where these Pukwudgies were encountered. They were encountered, well, some campers reported seeing little blue lights in the forest and hearing and seeing what they thought were children in the forest. And then multiple park staff encountered them at the Great Mound. It was very interesting. I didn't know anything about Pukwudgies. Perhaps somebody watching this video may have encountered them or saw them. From what I read, you don't want to really look at them. You don't want to interrupt what they're doing. In this particular case with this park staff woman at the Mound State Park, she had sort of like she took an item, some keys that the park ranger had lost, and they had found the keys and put it on the top of the mound. They were doing like a little ritual. She took the keys and ran off to give them back to the park ranger because he had lost the keys, and somehow they put a little paranormal curse on her, and now to this day her car breaks down all the time. Things go missing all the time, and that was just from her interrupting what they were doing. So it was an interesting topic. It may be something people don't believe in. The majority of people are not going to ever encounter a Pukwudgie. The American Native tribes have got different names for small people that are 2 to 3 feet tall. Seems like these Pukwudgies are something completely different. They're a little bit more sinister. You do want to leave them alone and get out of the area if you see them. So I just wanted to touch on that subject, but I hope you all have this is Friday, so I hope you all have a good weekend, a safe weekend, a blessed weekend, and be looking on my brother's channel. Eventually in the future, we'll be doing an article on Pukwudgies. So until that time, and until we see you again on another video, we will see you later. Bye-bye.